from specifications down to conversion to drawing the main block. And some may wonder, how is this being drawn from the specifications, drawing the outline, and also getting the main plan of the building? Well, in this video you'll learn all about that. But if you're new to the channel and you want to learn more from LOK concepts about technical drawing and also other contents related to technical drawing, visit the channel and you'll learn all about that. So for now, watch to the very end, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So from the sketch plan, this is what we are drawing, and we have to start with our specifications as usual. Good, so this is the specifications, and what would we be using in our specifications in drawing a floor plan? Using the walls, also the windows and the doors. So that is what we will be using. But before we start drawing or before we start using it, there are always skills that are given to us. So we have the skill for the floor plan, the front elevation, and the sectioning. So in this video we are drawing the floor plan. So the skill given to us is a scale of 1:100, which is a reduction skill. So 1:100, what do they actually mean? So when drawing, this is the first thing we have to consider. We have to consider our skill given. What skill are we drawing to? Is it a reduction skill or an increasing skill? If it's a reduction skill, what is the value given? Since it's 1:100, what they mean is we have to divide by 100. So from our sketch plan, we are having, let's take this value 4,400, and we are to convert to a scale of 1:100, which is the scale given. What we will do is, since it is 1:100, 100 rather, we are having 4,400. So 4,400 will divide by 100 because it is a reduction scale. So once we divide by 100, what we're having left is 44. So this 44 is going to be in millimeters. So we're having 44 millimeter. And to make it simpler, we just use our centimeter calibrations to draw. So we have to convert to centimeter. So converting to centimeter, we divide by 10 because 10 millimeter makes 1 centimeter. So 44 millimeter is going to give us 10x equals to 44. So we divide by 10, which is giving us 4.4 cm. So that is how we convert. So whatever value we are having, we first divide by 100, it will be in millimeter, then divide by 10, it will be in centimeter. So that is how we convert to cm, given our scale. So let's come to the specifications for the walls. We'll start with the wall in drawing. We're having all walls 225 with 12 mortar rendering on both sides. Now the rendering is on both sides. What do they mean by mortar rendering? That is the plastering. You know, not all walls have, not all blocks rather, are left like that in a house. In a house, the blocks are always plastered because the blocks are always rough. So the plastering is going to be on both sides. That is both internal and external. Take note of that. So inside a house, the plastering is going to be at the inside of the house and also at the outside of that wall. So we're having 2 to 5 with 12 mortar rendering. So the 12 is 2, which is inside and outside. So 12 plus 12, which is giving us 24. So 24, we add it with 225. That is how we convert for the walls, how we get the value to be used. So which is giving us 249. So we use our scale to divide, which is divided by 100, giving us 2.49, approximately 2.5. So the 2.5 would then divide by 10 to convert to centimeter, which is 0.25, approximately 0.3 centimeter, which is the walls. So the wall is 0.3 cm. That is the width of the wall. So in our sketch plan here, the width of this wall is 0.3 cm. So we've gotten the width of the wall. So for now, let's start with the walls. Once we've drawn the walls, then we come to the windows and the doors in the floor plan. So let's start with that. Let's first get the total length of each side. So for here we are having 4 which is 4.4 plus 3.4 plus 2.4 plus 3.6, which is 13.8 centimeters. So the width of here is 13.8. That's the total length centimeter. Then for this side we're having 2.4 plus 6.4, which is 8.8 centimeter for this side. Then here we're having 3.6 plus 1.2 plus 1.2 plus 3.6, which is 9.6. So here is giving us 9.6 centimeter. Then for the down part, we're having 1.4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1.8 plus 2 plus 3.6, which is 13.8. Same thing here. So these two parts are the same length. So we have the total length. So let's start drawing. 13.8 for the length. So let's draw that first. Then bring the lines down. 9.6 cm. Good. So after here, we also draw here. Here's 8.8, which is here. Good. So these are all to check. Here's giving us 8.8 correct, and here's giving us 9.6. So our work is correct. Then we have to join this part by, so 13.8 minus 3.6 is giving us 10.2. So here is 10.2. So let's do that. So this is 10.2. So let's mark 10.2 here. Then we'll draw a line down here. So we have to bring this part to down. Since here is total of 9.6. So 9.6 minus 8.8 is giving us 0.8. So here is 0.8. So we'll draw here by 0.8. Good, then we join it together. So here is supposed to give us 3.6, which is this. So after that, we have to mark each part of this sketch. So we have to mark each of the parts. Here we have 4.4 cm for this part. So we'll mark 4.4, we'll mark 3.4. So let's do that. So we have 4.4 here. The next part is 3.4. So we mark 3.4, 3.4, 2.4, which is here. We already have that. Then 3.6. So here is giving us 3.6 already. Our work is totally accurate. Then we have to mark for the left side 6.4 for this part, the living room. Then 2.4 the toilet. This is 2.4. So our work is still accurate. Then after that we have to mark for the right side 3.6 this part. Then 1.2, 1.2, 1.2, then 1.2 for this part. Good. Then here's 3.6, 3.6. So our work is accurate here. So after that, then we have to draw each of these markings. Well, let's first start with the bedroom. Let's draw the bedrooms, then the kitchen. So at 3.6, we have to draw for here and here. So let's mark 3.6 here. Good. Then we draw the bedroom by 3.6. Then we keep a line of 2.4, 2.4 here. Then we draw this part for 2.6. Good. So we have these parts, we have to join them. Good. So we have the two bedroom and the kitchen. The kitchen is 2 cm long. So mark 2 cm and join the points. We have the kitchen. Then we have the bedroom and dining room. The living room. The living room, we have to extend the line, then join it. So we've gotten the living room, which is here. So after the living room, then we also have the toilet, the lobby. So let's mark that. The toilet is 1.4, so we mark 1.4. Then we also mark 1.4 here. Then we join the toilet. Then we have the lobby. The lobby is 3 cm. So here is 3, which is the length of this, giving us the lobby. Good. After the lobby, we have the bedroom. The other bedroom here is giving us 3.8. So we'll mark 3.8 here, which is here. Then it is 4.8 cm long. 3.6 plus 1.2 is giving us 4.8, which is here. So 4.8. Then we draw a line of 4.8. So let's mark 4.8 here. Which is this part here. Good. So from here we'll mark 1.2 downwards, because here is 1.2. Then we join the line together. So after this bedroom, we are then having this lobby. So we have to create this other bedroom here. So we draw this straight line downwards to touch here, then the markings for the toilet and the bedroom. Good. So we have the living room, which is this, the dining room, which is this, the kitchen, which is this, the bedroom, this, the two toilets, which are these, the bedroom, this, the lobby, that's the passage, which is this bedroom, this lobby, and the toilet, this toilet. So we've drawn the sketch, exactly what we are given, which is this. So after the sketch, we have to build our demarcations. That's we have to create the walls for each side. So this is how we create the wall. The wall, remember, it is giving us 0.3 cm thick from our conversion. So the wall we are having 0.3 cm from the conversion, remember. So from this 0.3, we'll come to this part here. This is how we create the wall. So at here we'll mark 0.3, which is this. Then after marking it, we also come here and mark 0.3 cm, which is this. So at this part, we draw the line for the wall. Now watch as we draw the line. Good. So we drawn the line using the 0.3. But if you take note, I kept some space like this. You can notice here. Why did I keep this space? A wall or a building cannot have two walls. It's either it has one, and that one has to be in one place. It's either it is in the living room or it is in the dining room. Now look at your own house. Your house cannot have two walls. So it's always one wall. But it can have two plastering at the front and the back, inside and outside. So that is why we have kept this space here. So this space is 0.3 cm, as you can see, which is for this wall. So this wall is going to be one single wall. So this dining room now is going to use this wall here. So it's not going to have its own wall. That's why I kept this space. So since this living room is bigger than the dining room, the wall has to be in the living room. So for the dining room, it is also bigger than this kitchen here. The dining room is bigger than the kitchen, so I kept the wall side for the inside the dining room. Then here the bedroom is bigger than the kitchen also, so I kept the wall inside the bedroom so that the kitchen can have space. Alright, so that is what we do. So after drawing here, we also have to draw the wall for this side. So let's draw for here. We'll mark 0.3 here and draw for the wall. Let's do that. Good. So we draw for this side. We kept the wall has to be here, the wall has to be here. So let's do that. If you've done that, here is bigger, so that's why I kept the wall here. Here is smaller, so that's why I did not keep the wall for this side here. So let's also draw for all other sides. So take note of something. At this part, I'm about to draw the wall for this side, but look at this part here of the dining room. I wanted the wall to be outside here, that's inside the living room, and not in the dining room because the living room is wider. But if you look at these three sides, the part which is wider is this bedroom. So that's why the bedroom has to take the walls to be inside. So since the walls are inside, because with these four sides, the left, the front, and the right, it is the bedroom that is bigger. Since it has to take the wall inside, which is here, the wall also has to correspond with the wall that is here. So I'm not going to make the wall to be for this part here. I'm not going to make the wall to be in the living room. It has to be in the dining room so that it can correspond with this bedroom here. So we have to create the wall to be here and not here. Take note of that. WC, the toilet. Dimension was not given, but it entered inside. So the wall does not run through. It has to enter inside. So the wall for this toilet is somewhere around here. So we can, since the total width for this bedroom is 3.6 centimeter, then we can take in here as 0.6. That's from here to here. So let's mark 0.6 for this part. But there are things we need to take note of, especially at this part. We'll come to that. So let's start with here. If you look at this wall, we can see that it's joined together. There is this line joining here at this wall. I don't know if you've gone to a site before, or a construction site. You always see that. I will also make a video about that. When drawing or when laying the blocks for the wall, the blocks, let me say this is a block now that is being laid in this side, then this is another block, and this is another block, and we want to lay a block in this side here. What they do is they start from here and lay the block. They also lay the block here and here. They do not lay the block from this side. Why? Because here the mortar has to be here where the pillar is. So the pillar will be here and the mortar has to be here, which will join this wall with this wall. So it's the pillar that makes the house to be very, very strong. That is why they don't put the block here. The air is always kept open like this. It is always kept open so that the pillar will be here, and they have to put the mortar too, the concrete, the mortar inside here. So that's why we do not have to put this wall here. K has to be removed. So how do we do that? We have to remove this line and make the wall to be a joined wall. Since it is floor plan, we have to do that. So we erase this part out. Remember, keep that space. So this is what we are meant to have, something like this. For better explanation, I present to you a floor plan. Good, so this is a floor plan here. Good, so I'll just brief about it. So I want to use this floor plan to explain what I'm talking about. You can see how it is. The walls, like what I was explaining, there's no line joined here. There is no line. There is no line here. Good. The wall is left open because this part here, what is meant to be here is the pillar where the concrete will have to use to fill it, the mortar. So here is meant to be for pillar and not to covered with block. So no line is meant to be here. It's meant to be left open. Alright. Also looking at this edge here, the wall stops here, stops here, stops here. So this part is for the mortar where the pillar will be. Good. So let's continue with our drawing. Same for all other sides. Each of these sides here, we erase them. Each side, those lines are not meant to be there because the block of the wall is meant to stop here. For this side, it's meant to stop here. For this left side, it's meant to stop here. So for this hole or this space that is here is going to be for the mortar where the pillar will stay. So that's what is meant to be in each of these sides here. Alright, so we've done that accurately. But for this part here, there's meant to be a door. That's why I did not draw the wall, so that I'll be able to get the door correctly. I'll show you that too. So what we'll do next is our windows. Since we've gotten our floor plan, so we've actually done with the floor plan. Look at it. We are done. Okay, there's one part we've not drawn, which is this WC. So let's create out this WC. It is 0.8 cm. We have to draw that. and the WC starts from this edge of this bed, this wall of this bedroom, which is here. So let's draw for the WC. So we've done that for the WC, but there's a door here. We'll still create that for the door for each of the sides. So we have to start with the windows and doors now. So good, let's go back to our specifications. In our specification, remember we are using only the walls, doors and windows. So for the doors, all doors flushed wooden. So it's a wooden door, and we are having D, which is the door, single door, 2100. Remember how we convert, which is giving us 2.1 cm times 900, 0.9 times 38 in 100 times 50 timber frame. So for the doors, in drawing the floor plan, the most important things are these two values. This first one represents the height, while the second one represents the width. In some cases, the width may come first, the height may come second. So how do you know which is the width, which is the height? The highest value is for the height, while the lower one is for the width. But now if you look at the window, we're having two values, height and width, and they are both equal. Since they are equal, we just take 0.6 as the height, 0.6 as the width. Okay, but for the door, which is different values, the highest one, that's the highest value, which is 2100, 2.1 cm is the height of the door, and 0.9 is the width. So in drawing a floor plan, in a door we need only the width, we don't need the height, because we are looking at the top direction. This is the plan, so we are looking at the top, the plan elevation. Explain better, let's make use of this little carton. So let's call this a door. Alright, good. So this is a door for the house. In drawing a floor plan, we look only at the top direction, which is this. So now looking at this top, what can you see? You can see only this part, which is the width. Now how do you see the height of the door? It's only if you look at the left side of the building. That's the left elevation. So if you turn to the left, you are going to see what? The height. So how do you know this is the height and this is the width? It's only if you look at the front elevation of the door. So in the front elevation, we can see what? The height, which is this long part, and the width, this top part. So how do we know that we are using the width? Because we are looking at the top direction, so we are seeing only the width. So that is what we are going to use when drawing a floor plan. Let's start. First erase the walls here, because walls are not meant to be there. So let's do that. This door here is 0.9, and here is giving us 1.1, which is the width of this toilet. So to get our 0.9, from here we'll mark 0.2. What will remain is 0.8 rather. Abi 0.9 will remain. So what we'll just simply do, since it's giving us 1.1, if we take 0.1 here for the wall, also take 0.1 here. So what is remaining is 0.9. So that's for this door. Do same thing here. 0.1, since the width is 1.1, 0.1. So this is for this door. So in drawing the door, you can either open the door inside or outside. So we'll just open the door inside, because this is the living room. You don't need to open it outside. You may want to keep you may want to keep something here, so, or the sofa here. So let's just open the door inside. So we'll draw the door. The width of the door is 0.9. So this is how it's going to be. Let's continue with other side. Okay, let's also draw one window, so that you can continue drawing, then you watch as you do that. Let me take here as 1 cm. Also take here as 1 cm. So for the window is 0.6 for a single window, and here is a double window, WW, as a W window. So let's draw 1.2. Let's keep a space of 1.2. Okay, let's draw 1.2. We'll just draw a line here, but we have to mark it so we know it's a window. So it's here, also here 1.2. So this is how the window is going to be. Mark it well, then draw 3 grid lines here. Then we have to put a mark in the middle to show you the double window. So this is for double window. Let's continue with the rest. So we are done drawing the doors and the windows. What is next? Drawing the door for the passage, the part that is close to the dining room. But let's take note of something. In the dining room here, we can see this dot part. What it means that there's meant to be a beam here. So instead of drawing a straight line for this part, what we just do is we draw a cutting line, like a hidden detail for the part, instead of drawing a straight line for the wall. So with all this information in this video, I'm sure you've learned something in this video and you want to learn more. So subscribe to the channel for more content.